I walk the streets with my swagger on, supernatural, facing a million opponents, and my role is to act alone. Lights, camera when the action's on. Where I roam is a battle zone, a vigilante in the catacombs. But I rock with a hot shot like a clock when it's cocked and popped and the lead is thrown. People say that my head is gone, but it's them same people in need of my help when I'm heading home in life. They say that everybody got a purpose, so I roam the city streets like faulty cellular service. The hot shot, sharpshooter, superhero, destined to shine like light through the dark and evil. I fight for what's right in the hearts of people and try to open y'all eyes, cause it's hard to see truth. You ever feel like everybody's the same but you different? That's when you know you're here to make a difference. Hot shot, you got a choice to make, stand up or stand down. Fight or flight, get up, bang out the world's weight. Can't wait to see what you about. It's showtime, act now. Hot shot, you got a choice to make, stand up or stand down.
What's up, everybody? How you doing? I am Mike Watson, the publisher of Freestyle Comics, and your host for this episode of Chat and Draw. And a little birdie told me this was the 300th episode of Chat and Draw. It's not a game, y'all. 300 motherfucking episodes? Are you playing? I'm not, because I've been on this bad boy since the pandemic, been popping. Through the pandemic, survivor, passing it, and keep on going. I don't know how many episodes we're going to do, but 300 episodes today, it lands on the mark. Yeah, the crowd goes wild, y'all. The crowd goes wild. Hey, so I came from BlurCon. I went to BlurCon this weekend, and it is crazy. It is a crazy, crazy show. This is going to take just a little bit, so we're just going to bring Amayu right on out. Amayu, what's up?
What up, though? Happy Hump Day!
All right. I heard you were on a cruise this past week.
Okay, so what had happened was went on a cruise, had a great time last night there. Me and my mom, she hung out in the casino with me for a little bit. Then her throat started itching a little bit. She was like, "Oh, I think the smoke getting to me." We get home, she barely able to walk through the airport. Hopefully she don't mind me telling this story.
Oh no.
So we struggling, we get through, we get home. And my older sister, who's a nurse, she's like, I got these COVID tests. You might want to have her take a one. So we're like, okay, well, let's have her take the COVID test, because I don't know why because she's looking like she's been hit by a metro, and she was just fine less than 24 hours ago. Okay. Take the COVID test. You know how I usually say wait 15 minutes? We didn't even need to wait 15 minutes. That junk popped positive in like 10 seconds.
Oh, no.
So we masking up at the house. I'm like, let me see if I feel... Do I feel anything? I didn't feel nothing. I was like, okay. So I took a test. But to be on the safe side, I took 2 more the following days just to make sure, there wasn't nothing incubating. We don't want anything.
Yeah, you don't want that incubating. I'm so sorry to hear
my
that.
job, working personal training. I can't be up in there getting all my folks sick. But
right.
I do not have it. I did not have it. God is good. A few of my other family members got it, but they're going to be all right. So that's where I'm at. So welcome back.
Well, I just got back from BlurCon this weekend. BlurCon was wild. It had its ups and downs. I think I'm gonna do a con review of that in a couple of days.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to probably review it after all my shows. BlurCon, we premiered our Marky cosplay for the first time from Emerald Quest. Midori, Hana, rocked that for us. It was made by Marcy Lynn, and she did an incredible job. So we had Marky and Vigilance out there. We were selling books, hanging out, met a lot of people, or saw a lot of people that we know online, and that was great. And now I'm back at home. All my books have come in. I'm stacked. You can't see it right now, but my tables are full of comic books, and we're
Love it.
getting ready for Animate Columbus this weekend. I'll be there. And then after Anime Columbus, we are on to DreamCon, and we will be driving 18 hours to Austin, Texas for DreamCon.
That's
And then I rest for, well, no, I don't rest because then I ship out the Kickstarter for Hotshot and then launch the Kickstarter for Vigilance. And
mhm.
then Atlantic Con in August.
Okay. So you're a little busy, a little busy.
A little
How do your
busy, a little
throat
busy.
feel? You don't have a cough or nothing, do you?
No, I'm copacetic. Hey,
Okay, good.
I got the shot twice. I had COVID when it first there, put me in the hospital for a week. I got the shots and all that, so I'm grand.
Okay. Yeah, I've had it as well. It was a while. It was I want to say it was like a year, about a year after it initially hit the streets. I was
Mm-hmm.
thinking I was good, and then I had a really bad headache that made me feel like I was having an aneurysm. So I was like, "Oh, I'm about to die. Let me go to the hospital." And it was
Mm.
like, "Oh, you got COVID." I said, "Oh, okay."
All right. Well, let's go ahead and bring our guest out for this 300th episode. Hey, look, this woman is awesome. She's one of the, now I don't know if would call herself a true debater, but I've seen her shut motherfuckers down, like completely. Not with a fan opinion, but
Mhm.
facts, resourcing, and pulling information and
Oh,
just
we
doing
love
her thing.
facts.
Oh,
Give us
absolutely,
facts, honey.
absolutely. And so that I reached out to her. I really wanted to get her on the show because I think she's great. I think she knows how to debate. She knows how to talk. She is a big fan of Dragon Ball Z. So let's quit playing games, man. Let's go ahead and get this out here. Get
Bring
this
it out.
started.
And hey, Ryan.
All right.
Wait a second. A new opponent has interrupted the tournament.
What's up, Black Bulma in the building?
Hi, what's going on, everyone? Hi,
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. So glad to meet you. So happy to
thanks for
have you
having
here.
me.
Hey, thank you for accepting the invite.
Yes.
Of course, of course. I love chit chatting and talking anime and just vibing. So it's definitely a pleasure.
Absolutely. And I'm gonna so hold up. Why don't you introduce everybody to yourself, what you do and things like that before we get doing because I saw one of your videos and I've got to ask you about it because you got to go in on it. So we're gonna start off
Okay.
we're gonna start off easy and then we're gonna get right into it. So tell everybody, tell the people who you are and what you do.
Of course. Hello, everyone. My name is Black Bulma. I make exclusive Dragon Ball content, whether it be news, what ifs, just talking about the story, keeping the name alive. I really just make Dragon Ball content every day, give my takes. I debunk a lot of crazy theories that I see. And I just talk about Dragon Ball and, just to honor the great and awesome Akira Toriyama. So, yeah. And I can be a little toxic sometimes, but it's all fun and games.
Hey, keep it 100. That's what I like about you. You blunt, you just go in, you don't hold back. I love it. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm drawing so I think we already know Bulma's your favorite character, right? So I already talked about this. I've already started this drawing because I want to actually like throw colors on it today. So I'm hoping I can do that. I've done the
Nice.
layout already. So Clip Studio. By the way, we are sponsored by Clip Studio, so go ahead and check out Clip Studio. We have I'm sorry. Oh, there. Go ahead and scan this. We're sponsored by Clip Studio. If you scan this, you get access to Clip Studio, the full program for 90 days. If you're an artist trying to figure out if this is the program for you, I'm telling you right now it is. Try it out for 90 days, free of charge on us. And tell them Mike and Agency Geek. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, if it's not your thing specifically, but you know someone that's into art, then just share it on your page so that that person who is into art can get this 90-day free trial, because they don't give you 90 days nowhere else. You ain't getting that on HBO Max. You ain't getting that on Netflix. Okay, 90 days to try it out. So share that to your page so that people that need it can get it. Let's get into it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's dope already.
Yes, I'm just like looking at this. This looks awesome. Oh my goodness. I
Thank
love
you. Thank
it.
you. No problem at all. All right. So I'm gonna start it off and then I'm gonna let maybe take it over because I just have to know this. Because when you made this video, you made a video about Luffy. Because like Gear 5, Luffy had just came out, whatever.
Yeah.
And somebody, I guess somebody said something about he would smash everybody in Dragon Ball Z. And you made a video saying that Krillin could beat Luffy.
Mhm.
Please break that down for me. Because I've been talking to a bunch of DBZ fans and
Mhm.
I was like, you guys, you have to hear her. You have to hear her explain this like she does this.
So the thing about it is, I feel like I don't really know all the ins and outs of Gear 5 Luffy, but I do know a bunch of feats for Krillin.
Mhm.
And I've watched over I know One Piece is in like the thousands, and I know Luffy has this Gear 5, but I have watched over 700 episodes of One Piece, and I have not seen anybody with a planetary feat yet. Maybe town level or city level, but even when it comes to Dragon Ball characters were showing massive feats even in early Z or even late OG Dragon Ball, and Krillin was one of them. Like you saw him in the tournament being able to just like one shot certain opponents, and I mean even him training with Goku and being able to keep up with Goku in his Super Saiyan Blue form. Well, not keep up with him, but he was able to, spar with him, and I think that's a pretty good feat. He has his Destructo Disc and the Solar Flare, which I always feel is an underrated combo. Another thing I like to tell people is that majority of the Z fighters already have planetary feats. Like they can destroy a planet if they wanted to. And I see a lot of people say, just because we haven't seen it, they can't do it. And if that's the kind of take that you're going with, then I don't really think you're much of a power scaler. Of course, we're never going to see Goku destroy a planet. We're never going to see Krillin or Yamcha destroy a planet, but that doesn't mean that they don't have the power to do so. So to say that someone like Luffy can when nobody in One Piece has ever shown any type of power that Dragon Ball characters have had, and Luffy automatically has this, especially against Krillin, who we saw was even a contestant in a tournament of power. You know what I mean? Went up against a lot of very strong universal threats. You know what I mean? So I feel like to say that Luffy can do anything to Krillin is crazy, and I think a lot of people think because Krillin is timid, he's weak. Hey Lonzo, I think it's like I think that's kind of crazy because even if he's weak, that doesn't mean he can't do it, because Krillin's definitely stepped up a lot of the time. He may be a bit timid, but that doesn't necessarily mean that, he's weak. So yeah, that's the only way I can kind of debunk that is it's just really because Dragon Ball characters they're in base can destroy planets if they wanted to, and I don't think anybody in One Piece can do that.
Hmm. And as the resident non-anime person here, the math is mathing on what she just said. I don't know nothing about these characters, but if you can destroy a whole planet, I think that a person that cannot destroy a whole planet would lose.
Mhm.
So I agree.
Yeah.
So, and that was the thing that did it for me because I saw Gear 5, and honestly, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, One Piece fans. I was not impressed with Gear 5's transformation. None of that. I
Oh
get it. He
Lord.
was a cartoon. It just didn't hit for me. But when you said you had not seen anybody in One Piece do like any type of planetary feat destruction, and I was like, oh my goodness, no, you have not.
You
I
had
have not
like
seen it.
in OG Dragon Ball, you saw Master Roshi simply just point a key blast to a moon and destroy it casually. Like it was just it was second nature to him. He pointed his hands to the moon because Goku was going grade ape, and he had his tail. He just pointed to a moon and casually destroyed it like it was nothing. You know what I mean? And then we also saw Piccolo do the same thing. We saw Vegeta in early DBZ do something like that. It's just like destroying planets is easy to these characters in Dragon Ball. You know what I mean? And I think when people try to compare the universes, you really got to be like, oh, just because Krillin's a scaredy cat, Luffy's can't, like, no, that's a really horrible way to kind of see that, you know.
Mm.
Oh shoot, here we go.
It's
Oh,
begun.
sorry, but no, they're agreeing with the One Piece. He said he a One Piece stan. Krillin will put hands on Luffy.
Okay.
No, absolutely. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, even with Goku and Beerus and being able to almost even with their clashes, it wasn't even like I mean, their power alone was having, the Kais uh, estimate that their clashing of the fists could make ripples in the universe. You know what I mean? Like, and this is just Goku and Super Saiyan God. Like, this man has Ultra Instinct now. So it's like, it's really strange when I see people comparing like the Naruto verse or the One Piece verse to a universe where people are casually being able to just shock the universe, or even there's episodes where you'll even see Goku powering up and like across the world oceans are roaring and people are feeling shakes, earthquakes and stuff, and this is
Mm.
just this man powering up. You've never seen anybody in One Piece just shake the entire world just by powering up, you know what I mean? At least, again, like, I'm only 700 episodes in, but even then it's like I feel like they don't
Only
really have,
700.
Mm-mm.
yeah,
Only
like,
700
yeah.
episodes.
Yeah,
We
only
not gonna do
7.
that.
That's what I'm saying, like,
Like flex. Okay, I'm here for it.
yeah.
We not gonna do that. 700 episodes is a feat. That's a feat by itself. All right, this is a
I'm
900
telling you.
plus episode. No, I think your information is more than credible.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Mhm.
Okay, so quick question. So, how did you get into Dragon Ball Z and all the anime and all that? Like, where did you start? Was it like something that someone introduced to you as an adult, or were you like an OG kid watching anime?
So I grew up like everyone else watching anime. My older brother really kind of put me on to anything. I don't know. I want to call it nerdy, but recently people are telling me like watching anime and video games is not a nerdy thing. It's like I feel like, but I still call it nerdy. I don't know.
It definitely
It
is, and
definitely
we're
is.
saying that right here, right now. So, if anybody has a problem with it, you can come see us. Thank you.
Yeah, like people's like, no, nerdy means like you read books, and I'm like, no, we call each other nerds. Like, when you play, I guess they're just claiming the word nerd. But yeah, like I guess my brother really introduced me to a lot of nerdy things, like video games and anime and things like that. So
Mhm.
when I grew up, it was really mainly just him, like him watch anime and play video games, really kind of put me on. And even just like growing up, just watching Toonami, honestly, just watching Naruto and Dragon Ball Z. I think Inuyasha came on around that time. That really kind of what put me onto it. I'm not gonna hold you. Growing up, I wasn't like Dragon Ball Z wasn't my favorite anime. It was actually Naruto, but I
Mm.
became
Hmm.
a huge Dragon Ball fan more as an adult because I kind of rewatched the entire series and just kind of like fell in love with it. It brought like so much nostalgia into my life because I was trying to like watch a whole bunch of anime at that time, and I just was like, yeah, like I haven't watched Dragon Ball in like several years. Like, let me just start from OG Dragon Ball, and then I watch DBZ, and then I watch Super, and I'm like I forgot how amazing this anime is. So that's when it just kind of I just started talking about Dragon Ball and just tweeting about it, talking to it was more so I was on Facebook, talking to people on Facebook about it, and then it just became a thing. You know what I mean? And a lot of people loved it, and I just kind of enjoyed, just talking to people about it, getting people's thoughts on it, and
Mhm.
kind of I just like the same nostalgia I felt watching the series again after like so many years. I really be wanting to give that same feeling to a lot of people that watch me, because I get those DMs all the time, like, damn, like I haven't watched Dragon Ball in like so many years. I totally forgot this happened. Or some people like, oh, you make me want to watch Dragon Ball. I'm like, man, that's the point. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just want people to still feel that nostalgia, like that same feeling when we saw Goku go Super Saiyan, or when we saw Gohan go up against Cell. I guess that's like my main point, if anything, is to like get people to feel nostalgia, maybe want to catch up with the newer series and, just have fun pretty much.
That's what's up. I like that. My best friend, she likes anime and she's been trying to get me into it all these years, and I'm really trying. I started with what did I say I was gonna watch? I think it's supposed to be Cowboy Bebop, and then that just didn't even go anywhere. So I'm gonna reattempt. Okay, I'm gonna reattempt. How many
Hold
episodes
up.
does Dragon Ball Z have?
Dragon Ball Z has a
I
lot.
think in total it's probably close to like 600, 600 or 700, if I can guess.
Okay.
Yes, it's a pretty long series. And it's still ongoing with, like, this newest one coming out in October, and the manga still going. So it's still a pretty good one. But I don't know if you should start with Cowboy Bebop though. I don't know. I mean, Cowboy Bebop is good, but not as like a starter though.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cowboy Bebop is like that's something you watch after you've been in anime for a bit.
Yeah.
Gotta
I
be
feel like in order to get a real, like, I feel like when you want to put somebody on an anime, you got to give them something that'll just have them in shock, like something like, damn,
Yeah.
I ain't never seen nothing like that. Cowboy Bebop is more about aesthetics and more about the music and the vibes, and just about like this like sudden this slow love story that you'll slowly see develop throughout the show. It's not really a starter for me, especially like with someone who's never watched anime before. It's like I feel like you need something like that pops out that'll just have you like, oh my god, like
Yeah.
this is crazy. You know what I mean?
I think Bowman was right with giving you saying start with Demon Slayer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Demon Slayer. Yeah.
The chat is saying Alonso said start with Attack on Titans, which I told y'all that sounded like fun to me, just the title alone. And then someone else did say Hindu said Demon Slayer is a good starter, and Tim Fisher said
Mhm.
Dragon Ball Z is the best. So there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Demon
Um
Slayer is definitely a good one, especially with the end. They put, I think I saw they put like a lot of money in each episode.
they
So you
do.
really want that, like, if you want to see that good animation and good sword fighting and just that little witty behavior, like it gives you all of that in one. So that Demon Slayer, I do recommend Demon Slayer for a lot of people as just like a starter anime. It's not too complicated. The plot isn't too hard to understand, and the animation is beautiful. So Demon Slayer is definitely a good starter.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I hear that one of the controversies or things that people talk about is whether you do, hopefully I say this right, whether you watch it dubbed or subbed.
Oh Lord. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That sounds like a good start. Okay, go ahead. Tell it.
So I'll say one of the biggest debates that you will ever see nerds talking about is dub versus sub.
Mhm.
And because everybody from like more so westernized, well, people here in America basically really want to watch it sub, because the Japanese, they go all out. The Japanese, if you listen to things in Japanese, they make things so much more dramatic, way more screaming, way more emotion. um and people think just that's just the rawness. Like when you listen to something Japanese, you're listening to the raw emotions of each characters. And people feel like dub, which is typically English, doesn't really give it the way the Japanese sub could do it. You know what I mean? And I get it, because I watched a lot of things in sub, especially if it's like I don't feel like waiting for the dub. But I don't really like the fact that a lot of people kind of down talk dub voice actors, because there are some pretty good ones, you know what I mean? And it really just depends on how you want to listen to it. Me, I like listening to things in English. I like to go make me some food or order me some food and be able to just eat my food and not be sitting there have to listen to an audiobook, or like, or not an audiobook, because really it's all in, so I gotta read. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? People be like, oh, y'all hate reading. It's like, it's not even about you hating reading. Is
Okay.
that I want to be comfortable watching my anime. I don't want to sit here and be like, oh damn, if I look away from the screen for two
You're gonna
seconds,
miss
this,
something.
yeah, so it's really about how you want to go about watching it. A lot of the time sub does come out before the dub, so
Okay.
you'll be kind of like behind. But me, I don't really care. But yeah, it really, it's a very toxic debate. Very toxic debate. A lot of dub voice actors do get um get talked about, get downplayed a little bit, and I don't really like that. But again, it's really about like what you prefer, to be honest, you know. So that's really kind of all I have on that.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as her. I enjoy. I will, I'll watch the sub if I have to, like if I have to, or if I'm not doing anything. But especially since I draw a lot, I don't mind hearing the English voices.
Yeah.
Because like I'm, I don't dislike reading. I read books. I read comic books. I just don't like reading while I'm watching my anime. There's a lot of anime that has a lot of stuff going on in the animation. I'm trying to appreciate the art, the the animation and the facial expressions, the action, the perspective. I'm trying to appreciate all of that while I'm
Exactly.
watching it and whatnot. Because they put, and it's not to knock any of the voice actors, but there's a lot of work that goes into animation, especially a well animated anime.
And 9 times out of 10, you're really just looking down the whole time. Like when you're watching something that's sub, you will be looking at the bottom of the screen probably 98% of the time. So you do miss like that action or emotion or even like look that the characters having while they say it, because you don't even know what they're saying without reading what they're saying, you know what I mean? So that's why like my go-to will always be dub if it's available, but I will do sub sometimes. Like, I won't say like every anime sounds good in dub because there's a couple that I don't really like. But yeah, I'm a dub watcher, and I encourage everybody else to be a dub. Watch it in your own in your own language that you understand, and don't sit here and try to downplay people who don't. You know,
Yeah, just watch anime.
pretty much,
Watch it. I just need to start, huh?
Yeah,
just watch the anime and don't have these dub versus sub wars. I truly hate it. Like, you know what I mean? It's weird.
Well, I'm
yeah. I
glad
was
I brought it up. No.
when we were at BlurCon at the Airbnb, we watched me and my buddy JP. We get into constant debates about Full Metal Alchemist versus Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and he wanted to show us some videos breaking them down. And after the videos, we watched Naruto: The Road to Ninja. I never saw that, and we watched that, and it was in English. And then my boy John came and was like, "You heathen! What is
Mm.
that I hear in there?" I'm like, "What are you talking about, my guy? Is that English voice acting on this right here?" I was like, "Yeah, because I'm trying to chill. I'm trying to watch what's
They get
happening."
so angry. I just be like, why are you so angry right now? They get so just like, oh, this is so disgusting. Why would you destroy my ears with this English that I can understand? I want to hear it in a language I don't understand because it's
Oh,
clear.
I'm gonna get on John for this, but he said because Naruto said Shadow Clone Jutsu, and he was like, "What did he say?" I was like, "Shadow Clone Jutsu," and then he said whatever it was in Japanese, and I was like, "But it still means Shadow Clone Jutsu." So yeah, he gonna say Shadow Clone Jutsu.
I have this theory that I feel like a lot of anime fans are obsessed with just Japanese culture, um,
Mm,
even to the point of cringiness to me a little bit. Um, it's like if it's not Japanese, if I need to hear like, you know what I mean? And it's not necessarily a bad thing, you know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people it's so hard to say this word sometimes, it's fetishize Japanese
yep.
culture, right?
Mm-hmm.
To the point where you want to go against something that you know is natural to you. You understand English. So to go against English and then um be mad at people because they want to listen to it in English, but you feel like if somebody doesn't listen to it in another language, it's like they're going against the grain. You know what I mean? That doesn't make any sense because I understand English. I don't understand Japanese. Again,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I can see two Japanese people talking right now. I wouldn't know what you're saying unless I see some word bubbles coming up. You know what I mean? So I just think it's just kind of crazy how much people kind of fetishize Japanese culture sometimes. But yeah.
I think there's
Yeah,
definitely a
and
lot
I
of
think John was just really saying that to be joking because we was giving him a hard time. But yeah, I definitely understand what you're saying because some people do get very extreme with it, and sometimes that ruins it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
all
Look
right.
at that. So speaking of the Japanese culture aspect of anime, is
Mm.
that something that you're curious about, or have you kind of delved into that a little more since you're just into anime in general, or do you kind of just leave that to?
Yeah, I kind of like. I'm not. I'm more invested into the anime than just Japan. You know what I mean? Like I don't really actively see what they're doing, wonder what they're doing in Japan, unless
Mhm.
it has something to do with like Japan seeing a trailer or getting some type of news about Dragon Ball that I don't know about. Then maybe I'll look into it, but I don't really base my aesthetic off of trying to be Japanese. You know, I'm a black woman. I like to represent black women. I like to be an American black woman. I don't really ever try to aspire to change to be a nationality or a country or whatever that I have no idea about. I don't knock anybody who do want those aesthetics. You know what I mean? Some of them be looking cute, some of them be baddies, some of them be doing their thing. But for me, like I always present myself first as a black woman who just loves talking about Dragon Ball. To be honest, so yeah, I just you know what I mean.
So it's not on your bucket list to go to Japan or anything like
Oh,
that?
of course. I think that's every anime fan's dream. I want to go to Japan. I want to see what they do over there. I want to see what they like their culture,
Mhm.
how they celebrate anime, what they do, you know, what they eat, you know, and things like that. But I don't make uh I guess I can say I don't really make anime and things in Japan my entire life. I guess you can say like when I'm not Black Boma, when I'm not a content creator, I'm just a normal person. I don't sit here and you
Okay.
know, surround myself around Japan. I don't. Like
Okay.
day to day, you like if anybody met me in real life, you wouldn't hear me talking about Dragon Ball. You wouldn't. It's really
Unless they
kind of like
brought it up
yeah,
first.
unless they brought it up or people just unless people genuinely want to talk to me about Dragon Ball. I'm either here just like maybe editing or doing things, but in real and like outside of what I do in content, it's really just me being a normal person. Well, I don't want to say normal, but just not talking about Dragon Ball 24/7. You know what I mean? So
So,
yeah.
as a content creator, well, is that your full-time gig or do you do something else and this is just like more of like a hobby or what's the
Well,
balance?
yeah, Black Bulma is really just my brand. It's really I
Okay,
coincided with my career as well. I work in the healthcare field as well. So
nice.
yeah, it's more like a half and half thing. When I'm not working my career, then I'm working on Black Bulma. Maybe for I'll probably say I work more on Black Bulma than I do my career. Because being a content creator is you never really have no days or hours or minutes off. You're always doing content no matter what. So it really is just something that I do work on like all the time. So whether if it's when I'm on the clock or off the clock, I'm really kind of just working on it all the time.
Okay, I got you. And where do you prefer people to follow you at? On TikTok, Instagram, or you're probably not on Facebook because you're not that old, and apparently that's for the old people now. So,
I'll probably say my biggest platform that I've a lot of people know me from is Instagram. Because I do post a lot of my takes and a lot of my content on there. But actually, I've actually started on Facebook. Facebook is my day one is where I started being, I guess, a content creator. And
mhm.
yeah, I think just wherever. I'm really on any platform, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter,
Same
TikTok.
spelling everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Black
Okay.
Bulma. I have my own website and everything. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's
Discord, pretty much everywhere.
and
You can even
you have the B
yeah,
for that.
it's
Okay.
a BLVCK BULMAA.
All right. I'm looking for it right now.
Yeah. Someone told me to Google myself. I was like, I never Google myself, and I was like, I'm surprised I actually come up. That's actually very strange. I never knew I could Google myself. It's crazy.
Mhm. You are definitely Googleable, especially with 200K
Yeah,
plus folks on Instagram. So yes, ma'am,
yeah,
you're Googleable.
Thank you, Fee.
yeah.
So so make sure you don't do nothing crazy. Um
No promises.
okay, so you said
Lord.
you're in the healthcare industry as well. Are you a nurse or if you don't want to talk about that?
No, it's fine. I can talk about this. No, I'm more so on the backhands. I do a lot of if I can explain this done. I work with claims. I work a lot with just kind of like helping. I just basically help the hospital get money that it lost. So just
Gotcha.
a lot of computer work, phone calls, just really just helping a big corporation get money that it should have been paid pretty much. So like back end business office stuff, to be honest.
Nice, nice. So
Yeah.
Back in office stuff by day, Black Bulma by night.
Pretty much like a little alter ego.
I love it. I
I
love
have
it.
this thing where I wonder if my coworkers actually have ever seen my content. I don't know. A lot of my coworkers are older, so I don't know if they'll ever see my stuff. But I don't know. They've never mentioned it, so they probably don't even know. So I don't know.
If they
It,
do, it'll be on Facebook because
pretty
that's where the
much.
older people are.
I don't know why
Just
people
wanna-
say Facebook is that. Facebook is paying people. Like, shoot, if it's for older people, shoot, stay off. Give all the money to us. Period.
right. Let me read a couple of the comments here. Fee is here. She said, "Happy 300th episode." Ryan said, "Mike, this is effing killer." And Fee said, "That's the spirit." LOL. Yeah, Glow. Get them, Glow. Okay. Speaking of, since she brought up Glow, what do you think about the, I don't want to say backlash, but the attention that Meg is currently getting, because she's into anime and people are thinking that she's like a fake anime lover or whatever. What do you think about that whole right?
I think a lot of people just didn't really like her because of that whole Tory Lane situation, and she was already kind of rocking the whole anime aesthetic even when she was going through that thing with Tory. But I feel like because she's moved on from that, she's really kind of just been in her anime bag. You know what I mean? And
A lot.
I feel like it's really deep rooted because you really don't see no women hating on her. You don't see no women hating her on her at all. I think uh she gets a lot of support from the Blur girlies, and I really love that for her. But it really, what you can see in a lot of the men is just deep rooted hatred or deep rooted pain, because I feel like some men just really can't fathom that a beautiful woman can actually like anime. It blows their mind. They
Mm.
just think you can't even imagine the things that I've read about her from anime fans that are men. You know what I mean? They just come at her like, oh, she's just using the anime community to boost her music, or she don't even know who these characters are that she cosplaying. It, to me, it's just like, she's a beautiful woman. She cosplays. She talks about anime. She's
Yeah.
put an anime on. I feel like she's helping normalize anime in a world where even a decade ago, people were being pushed in lockers or being bullied for talking about Naruto. Now you can go to school with a Naruto backpack on or a shirt, and you probably the coolest person in school. And I really feel like people like Megan Thee Stallion, her cosplaying and showing up to Crunchyroll Awards and just being who she really wants to be, is really great for like today's culture of being a nerd, because again, like I said, back in the day it really wasn't as popular, and now like you can go out and cosplay, and cons are so popular now, and being a nerd is popular. Shoot, we saw Usher. I think he was like, I think he was dressed as Gojo, or
What is little? Is that it?
it's like Alicia Keys was dressed as Beers. You know what I mean? It's like seeing so many people just stepping into that realm of nerdiness. It really
Yeah.
is a good thing. I don't really see what Megan is doing. Even if Megan doesn't know everything about anime, just her being a beautiful black woman, being a nerd and just having fun is just, I don't really see the problem with that, except men just, I feel like some men just want anime to just be back into a manly thing. Like all men, women just go away. We want this to be a man party. You know what I mean? I hate that for them, because I feel like they think that because they were bullied or by women, or the girls didn't want to talk to them. Now that we then came up and took over, it's like, no, y'all didn't like us back in the day. So I don't know why y'all like us now. I don't know why you like anime now. I'm like, you
Yeah.
don't know what I liked. You have no
Right.
idea. You know
I
what I mean?
definitely did not, but I'm trying to get into the anime scene.
Yeah.
Also, so my thing is cosplay. I'm still very much an amateur. I do not sew. I do some closet cosplays, and I have my mom help me with the sewing stuff.
Oh, okay.
So, and even that, I still started pretty late, if you will. I was like probably in my 30s or late 20s when I started doing that. So seeing, Meg do that now, I'm like, okay, this is pretty freaking dope. And of course, I'm thinking of some cosplays that I want to do already. We'll have to get some help with. Oh, Percy said amateur. Yes, amateur, because I don't sew. Do you actually participate in any cosplay?
I don't actually. I maybe like I think I've cosplayed Bulma like a few years back. And I was just for like Halloween for my daughter, I think. If I can remember, but I'm not a cosplayer. I don't really I've never dabbled in it.
Mhm.
Um I don't know. I'll try. I want to try, but I'm just so nervous. I'm not gonna hold you. I just can't imagine myself walking out in like a costume, unless it's like Halloween, but like
Yeah.
walking into like a convention with like a costume. I don't know. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Even though it's like hundreds of other people doing
Mhm.
the same thing, I just feel so nervous doing something like that. So that's why every time I've gone to a con, it's just been like low key underground. Like even though like a couple people have recognized me when I went to Fan Expo, and then I went to a con in Texas, and I had like one or two people recognize me. But yeah, I don't know. I might cosplay. It looks really fun. A lot of people just they kill it. I just be like,
I think
Jesus
you
Christ, like y'all really just did y'all thing on that. So yeah, I really do. I might try to cosplay one of these days. I don't know.
I think you definitely should. You're giving
Yeah.
me Megan vibes. I don't know if it's the hair or what, or the brown skin, but I'm just like, hey, and I
Yeah.
like her takes on them, especially in the Boa video from
Hmm.
just the different cosplays that she did from as the characters or whatever, which of course she has, access to millions of dollars and people to like make all that stuff for her. But I
Yeah.
really like just seeing her different versions. So I'm probably gonna cosplay one of those characters from I don't even know what they're from. They're from that wasn't a Street Fighter game, but it was a fighting game. What was that from? Did y'all see that video, Boa?
I did not see the video.
Uh, I didn't see the full video, but I know she did one of the characters. It could have been Chun Li or something. I don't know.
She definitely has done that one before. I took a screenshot of it because I was looking at the video.
I will say this:
What's that?
people need to just leave Meg alone. You're gonna fuck around and find out, and you're gonna ruin it for all of us. I
Yeah.
agree with Bowman. She is really making it like I don't want to say normalized, but she's branding it. She's making it so everyone can helping make everyone appreciate that and see that it is a cool thing. The more people that see and experience it, the more of it we get. The
Yep.
more like geekdom is on like a run right now, and people that complain about geek things or things like Megan Thee Stallion, who cares if she knows about it? She saw a fit that she thought was dope and she added it to her video, and she gives props to it. Move on. If you had the ability to flex like that, you would too. And some of you are mad because you can't flex like that, and she's making it work, and it's a
Mhm.
shame. But I was also going to say, cosplay, you got to find your comfortability with it.
Yeah.
There are people that go out there that do like the oh my god, like the heavy armor cosplay where they suit
Yeah.
up from head to toe, helmet, weapons, boots,
I don't
the
know
whole
how
yin
they
yang.
do that. And then they be into like the South where it's just like so hot, like them cons are
Yes.
Texas and stuff. And they got like this huge armor on and with the big swords and they under helmets. I'm like, I know you in there sweating like crazy.
And they be in there all
All
Mhm.
day with it in character, all of taking photos and like will look dead tired, but someone bring out the camera. Hey, can I take a picture? Full of life, full of energy, jump right back into it.
Mhm.
Um, so cosplay is not an easy thing. So you cross into it in your own time and
I have to
comfortability.
be like subtle with it. I have to be like something light, like maybe like a shirt and pants and a wig or something, but
Yeah.
I can't do like no full custom armor with a huge sword and electronics and stuff. That's like I think there's tiers to being a cosplayer, and some people just high god level tier, like universal tier. I can't. I'm more like city level tier because
More like at my house level tier. No.
yeah.
But yeah, closet cosplay would be great. Yeah, I think you should do it. Whenever you're ready. I thoroughly enjoy it though. Like, I tell this story like all the time, like back in the day when I first started. But so I grew up in a very conservative Christian household, so no Halloween, right? So I
Mhm.
think I may have dressed up once or twice because the school had something, it was Hallelujah night. So when I got older, whatever, someone was like, "Oh, are you going to Dragon Con?" I live in Atlanta, Georgia. I was like, "What's Dragon Con?" It was like, "Oh, there's this thing they have this parade downtown." I was like, "Oh, okay, that sounds cool. I'll go to a parade." And it was like, and people dress up, and I was like, "Wait, you get to dress up? Hold on." I was sold after that. Now, because of that heat you were talking about, my cosplays have got skimpier and skimpier throughout the time because it is hot, and Dragon Con is what, Labor Day weekend?
I
Yeah,
believe so.
one of those holiday weekends every year, and it's blazing. So yes, the cosplays do get a little smaller. So I think you
Yeah.
so do that closet cosplay.
That's
Yeah.
what they call it.
Yeah, when it's like stuff that you basically could find in your closet, but then you just kind of add little things here and there, you know.
Yeah, I mean, there were some people that looked real cool at BlurCon, and they just like
Mhm.
had on a shirt and a Demon Slayer um, top and some like real casual baggy pants with some nice Air Force Ones, and they had their dreads like twisted up. And I was like, "You look like a whole character from the fucking anime. You're playing right now."
I know. There was this guy that did this really good. I forget that one Spider-Man from the Miles Morales one, the one that got the guitar.
Yes.
Spider-Punk.
Yes,
What is it?
Spider-Punk.
Cyberpunk? Yes.
Yep.
He did this. He did his cosplay. You would think that was really him. Like if they did a Spider-Punk movie, he should be casted. He looks so. I don't know his name, but I was obsessed with his cosplay. It looked so realistic. Like it was really dope. So they really do their thing. You know what I mean? I think it's awesome.
Yeah. I ran into a woman that was cosplaying as that pregnant
Spider one.
Spider Woman from the Miles Morales one. She was not really pregnant though, because I did ask her. I was like, "Are you really waddling around with this big old?" She was like, "No, this is fake," and she poked at it. And I was like, "Okay, that was pretty dope." She had the hair, the big hair, and everything. It was awesome. So,
Yeah.
all right, what else we got going on here?
This artwork looks beautiful so far.
Okay, I'm loving this green hair. Is it gonna stay green? Is that
No, no, this is just a. I spend some time like once a week looking for hairbrushes, hair curls. Hair,
you got
you
to?
know, I love doing hair when I draw. So,
Hmm.
uh, I've been looking for them. So it won't remain green. It's just helping me get the curls because, as you can see, she got the curls popping.
Yeah, the curls are popping.
I thought you were about to give me like some legendary Broly. I was like, oh shit, okay. With the green hair, yeah.
What's going on in the movie world right now? Do we have any good
Uh,
movies coming out?
the only thing that's going on right now is Logan and Wolverine. Thank
Oh, of
you,
course.
Fee. If you're still out there in the chat, Fee, good luck. I got your popcorn. I got your cherry slushy. Fee already got our tickets for Logan and Wolverine down in Austin, Texas, 25 minutes away from our Airbnb. We are going to go see that bitch
That's
at
awesome.
9:30 in the morning on Friday. Oh,
9:30.
I gotta do I gotta do the convention at 12.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you are busy, so I get it. I
But
got my ticket too, though. 3D though, by the way.
there's no way I can go to that convention and not have seen that movie and then be at that convention all weekend. I
The
will not.
spoilers
I
alone.
will fuck the spoilers. I'm not gonna be at a con and not have that glow of seeing Logan and Wolverine. This is Hugh Jackman, baby, he coming back.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that movie either. It looks really. I think their personalities really kind of. They really do a really good job, and I see people giving them hate for the little commercials they be doing. And I'm like, I think they're super cool,
Yeah,
like the little commercials that they be having. I'm like, I think they're really funny and witty.
they
Yeah,
are.
it feels
People need to
authentic.
Yeah,
understand it takes money to make movies. And
Well,
all the people they have cameoing in this movie, this is like the third Deadpool movie. And they gotta make that money. So
yeah.
calm down. That's crazy.
let me read a couple of these comments we've got. Tempest said the drawing looks beautiful and awesome. Young Warrior says, I feel like anime matches human personalities 100%. Mm-hmm. And Percy said he enjoyed cosplaying in Atlanta. He said it was so fun. Hey, Percy.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right,
Let's
let
see
me see.
who's going to the movies with me. I did a Deadpool one time, right?
No, I did not know that.
I did. I did a gender bent Deadpool, which I think I ended up getting rid of the one piece that I use for it. But yeah, I did a gender bent one. So on top of my Deadpool ensemble. I had like a black tutu, and
Mm.
made it my own little thing. But I might have to go get another one. I need to get rid of it. Anywho,
I don't know. That's what I may try, like a little Bulma tutu thing or something. I don't know. I like skirts and like frilly stuff. So
oh yeah, get you a tutu. And they
yeah.
have all the colors too. So would
Mm.
it be black though? 'Cause Black Bulma?
Probably. It probably like I probably keep like Bulma's colors. Like she does like pink and blue and like probably yellow. But I really want because I have like my own like O's like original character for Black Bulma. So it's kind of like how I look, but her hair is actually blue, and she always has a Shenron tattoo and black glasses. So that's kind of what I try to like uh go towards. So I really want to like cosplay my own original character that I made for Black Bulma a little bit. So I might try to do something like that.
That's crazy because I was going to give this version of you a Shinron tattoo on your leg.
Yeah, that's kind of like my thing. Like, I be trying to stick to like having her have certain like Dragon Ball things on her, whether it be like some Dragon Ball earrings or something like that. You know what I mean? So
Nice.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I might
Yeah,
try to cosplay her one day.
yeah. So I gotta distort it so I can make it look like it's wrapped around your thigh. But I was drawing it out. I was like, oh
Mhm.
shoot, the show about to start. Ugh.
That's nice.
That's gonna
I love
be
that.
a
No, that's awesome.
little accessory we add in. All right. So hold on. Oh my goodness. Dang it. I didn't realize the time it is. It's 8:55. We've gone through
Oh,
that hour so fast.
Oh yeah, it's definitely been an hour.
Oh wow. All right. So here's what's gonna happen. I am going to
mhm.
finish this. We're gonna throw colors and stuff on this. Your hair was a meteor project, and I thought it would be.
It's
But
okay.
no, we'll get it done, and then I'll get this over to you. This is yours to have. You can do whatever you want. If you want to use it for merch or whatever, poster prints, it's yours. But I want to thank you for coming on the show. Please tell everybody where they can find you at, how to follow you, and stuff like that. And yeah, we'll put you on the center stage right
Boom, right
Of
there.
course, of course. I really appreciate you having me on the show. My name is Black Bulma. That's BLVCK, BULMA with two A's. And I am pretty much everywhere, anywhere. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. I'm trying to start my Twitch up. I have an official website as well as a Discord that you guys can come hang out and talk Dragon Ball with me. And I am pretty much on all platforms. So yeah, make sure to follow me and check for updates on Dragon Ball Sparking Zero because I will be streaming that and doing competitions and things like that for people to win stuff. And then I will be giving Dragon Ball Daima updates, which is the next series in the Dragon Ball franchise. And I really, can't wait to talk to people about that as well. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'll be doing for the next couple months, to be honest.
now. All right, awesome. Yeah, I gotta get that Dragon Ball Z. I wasn't gonna get it. Then they kept showing clips and showing people fighting with it, and I was like, all right, man, y'all got
Now you gotta get Sparking Zero. That
it.
game looks too good not to buy. I bought the Ultimate Edition, the $112 one. I was
Yeah.
like, I gotta play that game 3 days earlier. So yeah.
Um, what did you think of the side-scrolling fighting game for Dragon Ball Z?
Which game?
The one that was a side-scroller, Dragon Ball Z Fighter.
Oh, fighters. I don't really play fighters like that. Fighters and Xenoverse are probably two games I do have, but I really kind of haven't played them in a while. But I think they're really good. My favorite one outside of them is probably Dragon Ball Z Kakarot because I love the storytelling. But
Okay.
Fighters definitely gives that whole Marvel versus Capcom kind of feeling. So
Mm.
yeah, Fighters is pretty good. I don't play it often, but it is a pretty good game.
Alrighty, alrighty. Well, look, I want to thank you so much for being on the show with us today. It's been a pleasure. Like I said, we will get this finished up and get this right over to you. Everybody in the chat, go follow her, especially if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan.
Yes.
She has awesome content and she lays it down. So please go give her a follow or subscription, things like that. Um,
Serious.
we're gonna take a little intermission, and I'll be back at 9:15 for episode 301.
Wait,
Again,
where's J Man? I didn't see him in the chat.
I didn't see Jen in the chat. Either. Facebook is working.
Hmm. Okay, sorry.
Hey, he still see more episodes than anybody else.
Yes.
But Denny J Quick will be on with me at about 9:15.
Nice.
We'll be talking about his Kickstarter for Ace Blade number 8, and I did a cover for that bad boy, so you all need to go order it. And so we'll be back because I'm about to go eat dinner and then come on back on the show. Thank you again, everybody, and thank you, chat. We will catch you on the next one.
Bye, guys.
I think that I should ask Mr. Watson. I think that I should ask Mr. Watson.